You are now tuned in with Sanjay407, Sanjay407 UMI, Sanjay wherever you want to call it. And in this video, we will be actually going over, we're actually going to recap like the entire set times for EDC Las Vegas, the second biggest rave in the world according to sources. Yeah, the second in terms of population, that is. Alright. Before we get into that, folks, I would just like to say that I will be attending EDC in Orlando this year. So don't be shy. Stop by, say hello, and all that. You know. So let's get started, shall we? Alright, I do know who Nostalgics is. I first heard about her from a Spotify playlist called Nasty Bitch, which is like bass house, nasty bits. So she seems okay. Bubblegum, I guess these two are like the head, like the openers, if that makes sense. You got James Hype. Yes, he performed like all 3 days. I think it's because he's like a pioneer of how do I say it? Well, he's a pioneer DJ ambassador, which I guess is the reason why he gets to perform all 3 days, and I don't think he has to pay. I don't know too much about the EDM scene yet, but I will soon, don't worry. I'm just educating myself slowly. Alrighty, Kinetic Field, of course, we got some of the smaller acts. I've heard of Kill Script before, because I know Circuit Grounds in Orlando's like bass, but not in this case. I think hey, that kind of rhymes. What does that say? Oh, it's like a back 3 back. Oh, okay, interesting. Alrighty. Bexy, I've heard a bit about. Armand. How am I supposed to? Okay. Pauline Her, I did listen to her stuff a little bit, her set, and I must say it was like, she did play that Knock 2 song Dash Star. I think it was the VIP that she played, and she actually had the set pretty litty, not gonna lie. Oops. What's up, Chase? Annabelle Englund. I know she did a song with Benny Benassi called Light Waves. Makes you feel like you're in like a different place, you know. Reaper, yes, I know he did like a remix of David Guetta and BB Rex's I'm Good Blue. It's like drum and bass. I thought it was gonna be like dubstep, but it's drum and bass. Champagne Drip, oh yes, he's criminally underrated. This man, like, I remember songs like Me and You. He needs to like give this man the recognition he deserves, please. Like, I know it'll pay off, but y'all gotta stop sleeping on my boy Champagne Drip. Champagne Drip. Oh yeah, another thing I forgot to mention. This was EDC Las Vegas is like 3 hours behind of where I am, since I'm in Florida. It's like this is like Pacific time. I'm right now in Eastern Standard Time. Alrighty. Side piece. I remember side piece. The Sextasy song and On My Mind. They're like some newcomers in the house genre. I know they did a Emily remix with Lil Wayne. And I heard like how they showed screenshots of Lil Wayne and them texting each other, and they said like they got the sample cleared. So I know Medusa since like 2019 Piece of Your Heart. I think that song's better than Lose Control. Matroda, I remember him a bit. I know someone in Massachusetts I know went to see him, but I didn't get to like well, I don't know if that's his scene. Oh yeah, whichever one like goes first, I might see first, or like conflicting. Like if I had to go, like I would see Pauline Her first, then Annabelle England. Then a little bit like around 9 or so Champagne Drip. Let's see, Side Piece. Yes, I remember Side Piece. Like I would see them a bit and then go for either Matroda or Fun Case. Fun Case ain't bad as I thought he would be as a musician. Let's see. Okay, here. Alice in Wonderland. Oh, I remember she said she performed like 9 months pregnant. Yes, 9 out of 9 months pregnant. That is crazy. And I personally think that she did not let that get in her way at all, which is dedication, straight up dedication. I respect the hustle. You gotta do what you gotta do in order to succeed. All right. Then after Alice in Wonderland, I would choose to see I chose a little bit of bass pod on the live stream, and Riot 10 back to back Jessica Otterfried. I heard that on the live stream that she was like carrying Riot 10. Like Riot 10 wasn't like, this isn't disrespect, like I heard he wasn't like mixing enough, but I do know that it was pretty interesting. Was it doo-doo at all? Then after that, I guess I would see Fisher. Fisher's like one of the pioneers of tech house. Correct me if I'm wrong. I know he is very good. Man's talented. Don't care too much for Grizz's music, but I still respect him, of course. Gotta say that I respect them, whether I like their music or not. I just don't want anybody throwing shade or anything like that, of course. All right, Disco Lines. I remember that one song. I know I forgot what it was called, but he performed, and I would chose him. Then, probably see David Guetta first, then him. I'm not so certain, but how can you hate this man? He's been doing this for like over a score of years. He is the GOAT. David Guetta. EDC, I think I know a bit about. Blastoise, I know he performed at this year's Ultra in Miami on the worldwide stage, like day 1 out of 3, because usually day 1 out of 3 at the worldwide stage, it's mainly like progressive and trance. The other 2 days are just bass filled, bass and dubstep. Mature and Friends, yes, another one. What is that? Oh, Fireworks. Okay, Fireworks. Okay, I'm like, what? Who is Fireworks, and why is he or she performing? You know, what's up, Chris? Alrighty, Mature and Friends. He probably must have went off that stage that he was on to get to the other stage. Let's see. We got Above and Beyond. Ah, yes, Trance Legends, of course. We can't forget about them. I used to think Above and Beyond was like a record label or so, unless if I'm thinking of Angina Beats or something like that, something similar, probably. And Said the Sky is really good. He's like future bass. I don't think I've ever heard him do like hard gritty bass. If he does, he's probably done it like as much as 7 Lions, which is kind of like hardly. But I'm usually accustomed to hearing their like soft mellow bass instead of the hard grittier bass. And speaking of which, Sullivan King back-to-back Kaiwachi. I know they did a back-to-back in like Lost Lands of 2021. Yes, that was actually a bit better than Sullivan King's back-to-back with Excision. I would love to see them do it again, you know. I definitely like around the end of David Guetta's set, go there. Marshmello, he's, oh shoot, is that who I think it is? Abstract. I remember. I'm just trying to get into him. He's just not, he's like, I don't want to say mid, because that'll kind of like sound disrespectful, but I know Abstract is like good. I don't know if I'd say like pretty good, but he's not bad at all. Let's see who we got. Hugo, I remember Hugo, like I thought he was, I don't know if he's from Miami or some, but I know he made songs like Four to the Floor and what's the other one, a song called, I think it was Bangy Mercy. It, you know, it's in the whip, you know. I don't know, I'm screwing this up, but I know that he made a song, like I know he made like a few songs. I think he's French, with a name like that. I'm not so certain. Correct me if I'm wrong. Marshmello. Ah, yeah. See, that's where you get to hear the mainstream stuff. Marshmello. Arm & Hammer, I know a bit about. Duke Dumont. I remember songs like "I Got You." He kind of helped put Jax Jones on the scene before. Then 3 years ago, he came up with "You Don't Know Me." I remember because Duke Dumont, I didn't really know who Jax Jones was exactly in like beginning of my sophomore year in high school until I finished graduated high school. Then I kind of heard his name again. Duke Dumont. Mala, back to back Wax Motif, Bass House, nice. Mala's really owning it this year. So I would definitely like to check about like two bass house musicians go back to back with each other. Mala back to back Wax Motif. Yes. Yetsup I've heard a bit about. Galantis, classics like No Money and You and I mean, they're okay by chance. They're not doo-doo. Vini Vici, I'm starting to get into them more, you know. Psytrance, I think they're the ones that solidified Psytrance. PSY trance, like trance music. Let's see who we got. Loco Dice, back to back Fisher. I did not get a chance to check out Loco Dice, but I do know that Fisher is he's an icon of tech house, that's for sure, and he deserves his flowers for popularizing that. Lil Texas, I think he's like hardstyle, like fast, speedy hardstyle. The Tweakers, I think they're the same thing too. I know they both performed at Ultra this year. Eptic, they did a song with Lil Jon and Valentino Khan called Bloodbath or so. Barely Alive, I guess he's okay. Eliminate, I don't know too much about, but I would definitely check out if I had to choose one, probably the Barely Alive. Texas. Oh yeah, you gotta see the Go himself. Ferry freaking Corsten. That is right. Ben's been doing this for like nearly a score of years that I know of. Same for Armin van Buuren. I know that Armin van Buuren back to back with Ferry Corsten was iconic. Unfortunately, it was 30 minutes long, but we should be grateful that it happened, you know. Hopefully they do get to do something like that again. Mushroom Hugo. Yeah, and I think that seems about it. Now to go to the next day. Of course, I definitely see David Guetta. Man's a freaking legend. How can you hate him? No. Bro, what? They just got rid of this shit? Damn, bro. But hey, at least we can go by day if they got rid of the set times. Cause it was like a schedule, and I have another thing. It's like a it shows the set times, but it's not set up like the way it was, unfortunately. Cause this event just ended, bruh. So let's go by stage. I knew something like this was gonna happen, you know. By day. Silly me. Yes. Saturday, May 20th. Ah, yes. 12th Planet. He's been actually, I think this guy's like one of the pioneers of dubstep. He's been doing this for nearly a score of years, and he's like an icon of bass music and dubstep. 30-year dance party. Okay, I think I know why. Okay, if they have one EDC Orlando, I'm definitely going. Ain't no doubt about it. I don't care how foolish I make myself look. I could just... You know, 9 p.m. to 9:30. Parliament Art Car. I better be prepared for that if they're gonna have one at EDC Orlando. Because it's gonna be like 30 years of Insomniac, so they're definitely gonna have something like that. A Craze. I remember he blew up with that one song. Do It To It. So you can't forget him. So also give the man his flowers for that. Not to mention he's pretty close in a way to me. All right, Afrojack. How can you forget the man Afrojack? I remember hearing his stuff for the first time on radio. It is called Take Over Control. But it's like, I believe that's when he said, like, when that song was a hit, summer 2011, EDM was just starting to get the mainstream recognition that it deserves. Yeah, when they were talking about like 20 years of Ultra. Yes, because I don't think he had gotten any as much traction as it did, because people like hear, oh, this is unique, we've never heard this stuff before, you're like a founding father of EDM, so we gotta like sign you or whatever, or you gotta sign us or whatever. So he also deserves his flowers too. Alok, yes, I know that I think he's like a pioneer of slap house or bass, Brazilian bass, something like that. But that guy does not miss. He is like one of the most iconic DJs from Brazil. You know, like, is there even a reason to hate him? Nah, man, no. Let's see. Oh, and I meant that humbly, by the way, humbly. Arm and Hammer. I think that's how you say it. Arm and Hammer. Yeah. Progressive House. Why do I feel like I've heard these before? Los Angeles based duo Arm and Hammer spend most of their lives around music. Festival goers turned headliners. Joseph Chung and Joseph Abel complement their individual music to create a distinctive melodic sound. Mix it deeper. Oh, nice. Okay, Thunder. Fucking Thunder. So Arm and Hammer, right? I've heard about them, but I don't think I've listened to them like that. I would definitely check them out if anything. Boris Brejcha, I know he performed I think it was this year's Ultra, but I know he performed at Coachella this year. So mad props to him. I think, yep, born in Germany. Alrighty, so born in Germany. I think I just realized something. I could do like a story time for y'all, for everybody. It's like a bedtime story or whatever. Read like an autobiography of some people or some artists, and then I will that's kind of like gonna put y'all to sleep, whether people are bored of it or not. You know, just like cheer people up. You know. I mean, I know one of my at a shop, or one of my coworkers were playing that like a Walmart inside a shop inside of a Walmart. Boris Brejcha. Yes, I have I will have to check it out some more, you know. Chris Lake. I remember I didn't realize like it was a month ago, he went from he did Tech House, and then he is doing Tech House, but previously he did whatchamacallit, he worked with Stevie Aoki, Boneless, Delirious, dun 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 dun. Yeah, like that song. It's but we all know music changes, but I think he changed drastically. Like, Kaon, I don't know. I know he performed at Ultra. Hard dance. Hardstyle. Yes. Kaon, or however you say his name. I'm not so certain. Dom Dalla, yes, nice. I remember the song that really put me onto him was Miracle Maker. I remember San Francisco, Where's Your Disco? That was like late 2019 when he was just starting to get some buzz. Dombresky I've heard about. I think he's like bass house. Excision, how can we forget this man? He needs his flowers. His flowers are way overdue, man. He's like a pioneer of bass and dubstep. Aside, like, and he's like consistent with it. I know this isn't any shade to Skrillex, but he's like, I think he just got like tired or like realized that music changes throughout years and stuff. Like he decided to get like, I guess, like stray away, maybe come back every very little once in a while to do that gritty dubstep. Excision still stays true to himself, and I felt like if he were to change it up, he'd get like more, how would I say it, more traction from it. But it's whatever you enjoy, you know. Just, you're not there because clearly people aren't here to impress everyone in the entire world. That's just impossible, you know. Some people are gonna like something more than this. Somebody's gonna like strawberry ice cream more than chocolate ice cream, vice versa, you know. So what I was trying to say is that Excision, the man himself, not only is he kind of like realizing it's not as mainstream, or it's not like, yeah, as mainstream as other EDM musicians, but I do know that he's like, I guess you could say, pushing it out there by having his own music festivals, especially Lost Lands, like the 10th biggest festival in terms of attendees. Back to back Don Timmer, I know a little bit about Don Timmer, but not enough to have like a solid opinion. I've listened to a few songs. Like, I need to listen to like enough music by chance for him. Gareth Emery presents Decades. I don't know where if he is from, I don't know when he started his like journey to let me see how old this dude is. Might have seen or heard of him before, you know. NFTs, nice. Let's type in like this. How long, if it's called Decades, how long has he been in this game by chance? Let's see. Gareth Emery. 42 years. Born 1980. 2002. 2000. So he's been doing this for like a bit over a score of years, if anything, by chance. So why would he call it Decades? Is he like doing EDM from like 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s, 2020s? I have to check it out, to be honest. I do know that I still I wish he could do that again, because I personally like the concept of him doing that, if that's what he means by Decades. If it's a nickname. Why does it sound familiar? Glitter Cat. The bass, Okay, I gotta check Glittercat out then. Abstract. Yes, still trying to like get into him by chance, you know. Like Abstract. I wonder where like the H came in for Abstract. He needs his own Wikipedia page. He needs it soon. Does he at least sell his own merchandise? I know Ray Volp and Jessica Audi Fred, they don't have their own Wikipedia page. Okay, fuck this. I'm not visiting that site. I thought he had like a festival wristband. Hot Since 82, I remember a bit about, like, I know Hot Since 82. Why does that sound so familiar? I don't get it. It's very wholesome. I probably have heard of him, but I'm like, you know, I just decided to move on with like probably other things, and now I'm just remembering who this person is, bro. Like, he seems like he has some pretty good music, but I'm not gonna like have a solid opinion if I haven't listened to him enough, unfortunately. Like, no disrespect now. Oh, okay. I listened to some of her stuff. So you got like this, which is electronic music. This, which is rock music. Boom. You get rocktronic. There's even a playlist on Spotify called Rocktronic. She combines elements of rap with EDM and mainly bass, if that makes sense. So that's kind of like when that's what I like want to do whenever I become a DJ. Combine elements of rap with EDM, mainstream rap, like modern rap. Of course, James Hype, the OG himself. Yeah, bro. Just TJR. I know one of my pals like post about him on like they post about him on like social media. I don't know like too much about him, but I do know that I think he's like a content creator or so. If we to look him up, let's see what's his occupation in the game. Maybe he's, I don't know if he's a content creator. Maybe he's just a DJ. Either way, keep it up. Cascade. Ah, yes, I remember Move For Me. That just makes you feel like you're in a daze. You know, just especially when you're like sleepy. Yeah, sleepy, like that. If you're like, I don't know if you're on something. But that's like, you know, Kaytranada, I think he performed at Coachella this year. He did some songs with Tinashe Pharrell. Let me see what else. Yes, some Jay Dillon side of him, you know. Kaytrana. I remember that was a great way to end the decade, 2010s decade. Martinez Brothers, why do I feel like I've heard of them before? Maybe I did. Maybe they performed like at Skyline in Orlando. Mao P, is that how you say the name? you know, because I got my stuff from Amsterdam. He's starting to like really make his way into this industry, you know. And I appreciate, and we like I guess you could say I appreciate all he's done so far for someone his age. I know there are a lot of people hustling out there like him, and he looks really young. How old is he? Age. I know more Kismet's like just turned 18 a while back. Oops. This ain't it. DJ. This should be the one. So let's see. Let's pull out the calculator. Calculator. $1996. It is 2023 minus that by let's say 1996. So he's like in like 20. He's gonna be 27, I believe, since October 26 didn't pass by. So yeah, I think he's 26. Looks really young, bro. Anyway, keep up the hard work, Mayan. I remember, I forgot about this woman, bro. Like, she did like Ibiza, nice. Like she's like house, like Latin house. She's got to keep up with that because I'm enjoying it. It's been been forever since I've heard about this woman, bro. My aunt, I know she performed in some place. Like I'm like enjoy her. I enjoy her shit, bro. Damn. How the hell can I forget about her? I'm gonna leave that up there. Let's get out of here. Motapit sounds very familiar. Let's see. Moody good. Moody good. I'm thinking of movie, if anything. Moovey. Morton. Oh yes, he's like he popularized future rave with David Guetta, I believe. So I mean, that style is gonna like take me some time to like grow on, but at the same time, I know he's not dookie at all. That's for sure. Noizu. I've heard of him before. What is he known for? Bass House, Future House, Chami, and Valentino Khan. I don't know. Sounds familiar. Serious? I'm thinking of YK Osiris, if anything. All right. Maybe she's like mid-tempo bass like Rez. I'm not so certain. But I gotta check her out. I gotta check like all these like I guess you could say upcoming artists. All these artists, especially the upcoming ones. Like Pauline Her did it again. Nice. Yo, what's up, guys? Spread the word on this with your pals. Quack. Oh yeah, Ray Volp, legendary dude. This dude does not miss. He hardly misses. Let's see. I thought it was like Ray Volp, but it's actually Ray Volpe. I remember posting a fun fact on him on TikTok, but I didn't realize it was Ray Volpe. Since when was it like that exactly? I don't know, man. But he like let's see what. Oh shit, it was well, I haven't been on TikTok as much like around end of 2022. That was before I got my shit taken down, but I do know that maybe if I see some TikToks about this song Laser Beam. It'll probably ring a bell. I do know Old School with Marshmello and Ray Vulp is a classic. Let's see. He's worked with Sullivan King, a Laser Beam remix. Excision really put him on at Bass Canyon. It was so that's right. You gotta, if you really want to get big into this bass scene, get Excision notice, Brody. But don't use him. Just like, of course, like this goes with everybody and everything. Form connections first. Form connections first. Form connections first. Then we. No way, friendships. Fuck me. Form friendships first. 3 F's. Form friendships first. Form friendships first. Yeah, that kind of sounds like a tongue twister. Form friendships first. Anyway, then you can connect. Alrighty, so let me shut the hell up with that shit. No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that I was lying or bullshitting or anything, but Simply Jeff. Yes, I remember hearing Soft is Hard for the first time with a T-Pain song. She was the very first to open the worldwide stage on Saturday. I know Sunday it was Comet, which is very interesting. I'm gonna get off track, but Comet actually is Bella Thorne's sister. Yes, Bella Thorne's older sister, and she performed that. She opened up for Ultra Music Festival this year in 2022. I'm thinking that I'm pretty sure Bella Thorne got some backstage passes at Ultra around that time. Soft is Hard. I personally think if she continues what she's doing, she's gonna have her own Wikipedia page by the end of the next few years or so. Sony Fedora, I've heard. Is he like House or so? Yup. Oh man, damn, bro. Can't form a solid opinion because I don't listen to him enough. Space Laces. I remember hearing whatchamacallit, Dominate VIP, that sudden death back to back with Jaws at Ultra this year, Ultra Miami. I do remember Throwing Elbows, that song. Dominate VIP, which is version in progress, not very important person. That's what I thought at first. Like, if you were in VIP, I thought you could only hear it if you're VIP, you know? Not here, and not like, you know, variation in progress, but the Dominate VIP Space Laces, it had the bass of Sudden Death, and we had I guess you could say, like, drum pattern of Jaws. Combine it all together, and what do we have? Dominate VIP. Like that bass techno. This man's going to invent a new genre if he keeps on doing what he's doing. Or make it popular. Who the hell was that special guest? Sub-Zero Project. They like drum and bass, I think. Subtronics. I remember he made that one song that blew up on TikTok. This should be hitting different. He's actually knows how to like put his like himself on the radar, you know. His like I guess you could say his mind tickling bass or whatever it's called. His mind fucking bass, I don't know. That's like it makes you feel some type of way. But whether you like it or not, it's just like it makes you feel some type of way. Subtronics, he has his own music festival. I know a few people that went to Cyclops Cove 2 in Boca Raton. So the man deserves his flowers for that too, you know, for hustling. Sudden Death. Yes, I remember Sullivan King already. Into Inferno, and then I remember he did this last year's Forbidden Kingdom. Yes, and him and Marshmello, it seems like they have a very close relationship with each other. They have 3 released songs, and I heard they dropped some new stuff at the Marshmello back to back with Sudden Death. Like, I personally think that he put Sudden Death on. There are gonna be some people say, "Oh, without him, there would be no Sudden Death." But I mean, he would have to hustle harder if that was the case. I mean, I personally don't think this is not an insult or anything, but I feel like he made Sudden Death's career. But so he definitely gotta give Marshmello his flowers for that, and he has to give him his flowers too. Shout out Sudden Death. And alright, let's see what we have next. Void. I think I like Void a bit better, his alter ego, and he has like a house alter ego now called like Dead Room or so. I'm still kind of shocked on how that Jaws back to back with Sudden Death still happened. Like, considering how can like Bass House work with hard gritty ass rhythm. But I remember I kind of like discovered, like, I think it's Jaws' oldest stuff, and it is pretty much like hard dubstep, if that makes sense, like gritty bass. So that was kind of unexpected, if you want to put it that way. Yes, how can you forget this man? How can you forget him? Tiesto, of course. He's been doing this for like nearly 3 decades, man. He looks young, bro. This man does not age. Billion. That, like, a stream for each. He has like a stream for possibly more than each person in the entire world. 8 billion. Instead of not 7 billion, but 8 billion. We have like about 7 billion people in the world right now. So it took him years of working his ass off to get where he is. Of course, you gotta be humble about it if that's the case. Of course, I would love to see Tiesto perform. I was expecting him at Ultra Miami to bring out Ava Max and as a special guest, or a boogie with the hoodie. Valentino Khan, yes, I think he does like some bass house. I know he did some song with he probably does some bass and some house, sometimes both all in one, but I think Dylan Francis like put him on there, so that's valid. Let's see. Oh, sheesh. Did he like produce them as like a producer or like an artist? I know they made the Bubble Butt song. Welcome to the Party. Change Your Life with Iggy and T.I. Yeah, that's the one. That's good. Of course, Weenie Vici. How can you forget that Morpheus? Wooly, of course. I don't know. I know he like even he calls himself Wooly by chance because his music stomps hard. If that his music stomps hard. Like anytime that bass drop, doom doom doom. So something like that. So melodic future bass. I have not heard just like melodic stuff though. I know he previewed when Sudden Death was about to steal the show again at Ultra with that Jaws back to back. He how would I say, he did he's like, new shit from me and Wooly. I don't think they've ever collaborated before though. I don't know if that's right though. Yetep, I've heard of Yetep a bit. Let's see, is he I don't know if he's like techno or if he's like house. These are like bass artists. I think I don't know if Tritonal's future bass or so. Excision Adventure Club. I think Adventure Club is, but I know Excision is for sure. For sure, I mean. Zed, of course, one of the pioneers of complextro music. It's like a subgenre of bass house. So he deserves his flowers too. Of course, I cannot wait for a new project by him. I don't even know when the last time was he dropped something new. But he's goated. Zed's dead. Yes. They're like the hottest bass duo from Canada, if that makes sense. Oh, nearly a decade. How long have they been doing this? Let's check the years active. Sometimes it's not always right since Wikipedia, but since anybody can, edit it. But let's see. 2009. 2009. That's interesting. I see stuff from 2010. Takes people longer to like make it and blow up, since back then there wasn't that many resources online, like not as much, how would I say, social media sources. Oh shit, that's a long ass article, man. 12th Planet, yeah, we've talked about him. Let's see. Nine. I know some people saw them. They're like techno, hard techno. I gotta listen to their stuff some more. They're not doo-doo at all. I really enjoy them. I know it's like, I don't know where they're from. But I do know is that they're iconic and they're criminally underrated. 100 Drums, I know they performed at she performed at Ultra this year. So I gotta definitely check out her stuff there. It's like bass and stuff. In fact, let me say something. In fact, before we get into Sunday, where I was actually supposed to like leave the best for last, I guess you could say Sunday. So please excuse me as we interrupt this program, folks. Hello, folks. We are back again. Well, I am back again, I guess. All right. So where are we? Okay, 12th Planet. Yeah, I've been. I think he performed all days there. 999999999. Wait, 999999999. Like da 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 da. I don't know, man. I think they like to be a bit mysterious with their releases. I don't think they've dropped anything within like years, but I do know that they did not fall off when it comes to stage stuff. When it comes to like performing on stage, Italian duo, nice. Like techno, I know a few. My friends, they saw him, or they saw them perform, and they did not disappoint. 100 Drums, I know she performed at this year's Ultra in Miami, but I have not checked her out. I have to listen to some of her stuff a bit, you know, because I know I'm missing out a lot. If you think I'll craze, he made that Do It To It song. I thought he would I thought he was gonna do that. I thought he sampled a Sierra song, but I don't think it was. Let's see. Did not happen overnight. Well, it took years before it went overnight, if that made sense. Let's see. What song does it sample? What song is sampled? Cherish and Sean P. Now how Crunk and B, that's like mid 2010s, mid 2000s. A craze. Nice. So he made like a tech house version of it. So how long did it? Bruh, they had like a freaking Wikipedia page of him. What happened? Why did they take it down? Sean Paul, like, oh, Young Bloods. I thinking of Sean de Paul, but I remember now. Alright, anyway, alright. Armin van Buuren, does this guy need, if you're a fan of EDM, this guy needs no explanation or introduction or whatever, you know? He is a trance legend, dog. Now, I'm kind of surprised how he was actually a lawyer at first, because he, of course, went to law school. Of course, if you want to be a lawyer, you gotta go to law school. If you want to be a doctor, you gotta go to some doctor school. Okay, and that's just the way things are, you know? There's certain things that you need in order to be a certain occupation. Sometimes that is, yeah. More than a score of years. He hasn't aged that much either. Him and Tiesto have not aged that much. I definitely made some candy for him. Well, it was a State of Trance. He works his ass off, bro. Damn. Arm & Hammer, already been to that. Badgie, who's that? And who's Nikki? Ben Nicky? Presence Extreme. Oh, who's Extreme, bruh? I don't know who this is, but maybe it's just like a group or something. Black Tiger X Machine. Ah, yes. I'm starting to get into their stuff a little. They did something at Ultra Miami this year. This year's Ultra. No, I like the way how they like brand themselves. It's kind of like make it look adventurous. Their music videos. I think Gone White Knight does the same thing too. But I gotta really look more into their stuff some more. Black Tiger's X Machine. Blink. Have I heard of these Blink before? I think I've heard about Blink. Ascend. Support act for Ascend by Helenium. There we go. Boogie T. Yes, I know a little bit about Boogie T. I think he's like reggae stuff. Let's see. Born and raised the swamps of Louisiana. Yes. Electrofunk. I haven't listened. I really have not listened to this guy enough to know. The Bayou brings the Bayou to you. I wonder why he like brands himself like that by chance. Maybe he probably grew up near that in the swamps. Maybe I don't know if he's actually born like near the swamps or just like maybe he is. Dirt Monkey, I know they did. I think it was both of them did like a back-to-back at last year's Cyclops Cove too. That is I have not listened to him, so I unfortunately cannot have like a opinion. Borgor, yes, I know Christian Hancher is a fan of Borgor. He's been making hits for nearly a decade or like a decade or so. I like 911. It's kind of like I don't know if it's rhythm or if it's like I don't know, it sounds like hardstyle or something. Doing with a Bella Danger. If you know, you know. I think Borgor did a song with Bella Thorne. Did she? Let me check. I know he did a song with Miley Cyrus. Let's see. Borgor, Bella Thorne. I know Kristen Hancher's a fan of Borgor. Bella Thorne. Okay. Yes, they did make a song together. That is correct. I should. I remember hearing some of my classmates talking about with a song called Unicorn Zombie Apocalypse, and I know this was through Spinnin' Records when I think it was just starting to propel Spinnin' Records, like the mid 2010s. It was Spinnin' Records was about to take off. Chris Lorenzo, I've heard a bit about. Level Up. Do I know Level Up? She's pretty. Theater actress in her youth. I was a theater child in high school. I gotta check her stuff out. I maybe have heard of her like once or twice. Bernhard Capozzi. Capozzi sounds very familiar. I gotta write down a list of all these artists I should check out if like that seem very interesting, you know. My stupid ass didn't think about that. Damn, bro, they cut me off. Let's see. Level Up. Capozzi. let's sort them by days, just in case of anything, for purposes sake. Day 1. Alright, let's do a little, like this, a little list. You like the way it looks, folks? You like the way it looks? Yeah. Besides, it's a very huge flex when you become a fan of somebody before they make it big and famous, like the level of David Guetta or Tupac or anything like that, you know? Chris Lorenzo, Kaposi. Yup. Chris Lorenzo. I have heard of Chris Lorenzo like a few times, but I forget. Main stage. He was probably like one of the openers of the main stage before he actually you know, made it bigger in this industry. Chris Lorenzo. Let me look at Chris. Alright, let's see, Chris Lorenzo, CID? I feel like I've heard a bit about CID. Don't know enough, but let's see. Corrupt, deadly, Dioro. Yes, himself, Dioro. He is a Mexican American DJ. Born in LA. I remember being I've heard about him for like nearly a decade. I remember listening to 5 hours. I'm like, what is that melody, bro? And then I kind of went a bit it was a bit better when Chris Brown hopped on the track itself, of course. Over a decade, yup. The first song was 5 hours. 5 more hours is like a little, I guess you could say, a remix or whatever. Because Chris Brown is like huge. He worked his fucking ass off in order to get where he'd like to be in this game. So Dioro, you know, you mean when you got a big ass name artist collaborating with somebody like Dioro at the time. He may not be as big as Chris Brown, may never be, no disrespect, but you gotta admit that he is Dioro is very good. Dombresky, nice. Let's see who we got here. I think he's like bass house too. I know he performed at this year's Coachella. Frame is just like a Fred everything. I'm thinking of Fred again, if anything. Let me check his stuff out. Fred everything. Fred everything. Gamer, Tweaka Core. I think they're like hardstyle too. Yeah, I think they performed at this year's Ultra in Miami. Yes, to Gentlemen's Club LMAO. I thought they were a duo, but they're actually a trio. I better check their stuff out. Gentlemen's Club. Good Boys. I think I recall. What were their songs? Some of their songs again. Piece of Your Heart. Yes, I remember that one. Lose Control. Lose Control was like a bigger hit than Piece of Your Heart. I personally think Piece of Your Heart is better. So I remember Good Boys and like Is It On My Mind? On My Mind. Oh my gosh. Producer Duo Dude Boy. Not the movie Good Boys. No, they didn't do Piece of Your Heart. Why am I thinking that? Yes. Goodbye. That's the song. Goodbye. I just don't want this feeling to end. Do they sing by chance, one of them? Or have they ever sung? Okay, they were featured. Okay, never mind. They did a new song with a craze. They did a song within a craze. I don't know how long it's been new, but these people don't miss. These dudes don't miss. Oh my gosh. Keep on doing what you're doing. Grizztronics, Grizz, and Subtronics. I feel like if that was the case, Subtronics would carry him. No disrespect to Grizz. I personally think oh, Detroit born in Detroit, Grizz. Nice. Oh, he's known for his saxophone sounds and funky sounds. Cause I know they got like the "Ooh, this should be hitting different" song, and then that's how I first heard about both of them, especially Subtronics. Subwoofers and electronics. What about electro woofers? But Subtronics is understandable, not gonna lie. I remember discovering EDM in like 6th or 7th grade or so, and I became like but I was more into rap at the time. Last year I was starting to really get more into EDM than ever, since rap is just like not the same as it used to be. Yes, country rhythm is going viral. Exactly. Yes. When Fortet played twice country rhythm by Hole, like, and then Smells Like Teen Spirit, then the drop to country rhythm, and then I'm Losing It, another did it again. I personally think I can see this guy going places, that's for sure. He's got to keep on working at it now. Hole. I think last year was his first time performing at Forbidden Kingdom. Jaded sounds very familiar. Let's see. Okay, I think I know them, but not enough. Well, I know of them. James Hype, of course. Did I call Joshua? Maybe I've heard of him a few times, like probably from a playlist. So Joshua seems pretty interesting. He seems like he's very good. Cascade, I don't know what a redux is, but let's look it up. Time to educate ourselves with the word redux. Define redux. Define redux. Or redo, redux, revive. EDM. Let's try this. EDM. So like older stuff, okay. A remix, kind of like. So something like that, if that makes sense. A Pendulum. Okay, Pendulum. I remember they made a song. I think it was Witchcraft or the Island part. Like, it's a classic. I remember. Whatchamacallit? Oh, nice. He's actually done TV shows. Fuck. Holy shit. Pendulum, nice. I remember Pendulum, Australian band. They performed at last year's Ultra. I remember that. Lane 8, I remember, still criminally underrated as of this day. I remember, very good way to start this decade. I remember, like, I've like been a fan of his stuff ever since, you know. Just makes you feel like you're kind of like levitating, if that makes sense. So check this guy out. I think he performed at this year's Coachella. Loud Luxury. Yes, Body on My. And then I remember that song. I didn't care too much for it, but I kind of like, I don't know, it just I was like Home, like Gold. Yeah, that's a classic. Not right. I'm not right, bro. I forget. Bryce Vine exists by chance. Yes, the back-to-back everybody was looking for. Marshmello, back-to-back sudden death. The most followed DJ on Instagram, going back-to-back with I guess you could say somebody that like made his own career, sudden death. I personally think sudden death's going all out with these back-to-backs. He did one with Jaws, and then now it was Marshmello. It's like unexpected collaborations, if that makes sense. I thought they were gonna perform like some mainstream stuff. Like, imagine hearing "Don't Want to Ruin This One." This type of love don't always come and go. Or something like, I guess, like, how to say it, some Project Dreams. Brother, I was down bad, now I'm a jet for real. Gotta salt me, baby, I need to tell my protector chill. And then you hear that beat drop. Yeah, just hearing that, just like, I still have yet to check this out though, not gonna lie. Man's is mad versatile. So he's definitely popular with the kids, so I'm pretty sure, I know for a fact, like, there's like probably each year, almost each year, he like performs, and then next thing you know, this Moose Man, what some kids would be scared by the Moose Man, sudden death himself, Martin Horger. Okay, he must be like Bass House, right? Abstract and Dr. Fresher, Bass House too. Bass House. Definitely gotta check him out. Horger. I don't know, you see his like the Horger. I know it's like Horger. It looks European. The O and the, I don't know where he's from, blah. Martin Garrix. If you don't know who he is, you're most likely living under a rock. Of course, he is one of the youngest, most successful and mainstream DJs out there. He was actually the youngest DJ to perform at Ultra main stage. He was 18 at the time, so you gotta give him some credit for that, though. Even whether you like him or not, you gotta acknowledge that, of course. Like, he's an icon, of course. Like, BB Rexa is one lucky woman for having to date him. Like, Midnight Tyrannosaurus, he does not have his own Wikipedia page yet, but he will definitely get one soon. I just know it. Underground dubstep community. Don't worry. Even though it's underground, doesn't mean you shouldn't get a Wikipedia page, you know. But he'll get there. I would like to see him perform at the at EDC Orlando, because I know a few people I remember I worked at EDC Orlando and he did a performance there, and I was there to watch some of it. I mainly was there for Sullivan King. He did not disappoint, but it wasn't the best. Sullivan, I guess you could say both of them. I guess mainly Sullivan King, but they're still very good. Netsky, heard of Netsky a bit. Netsky. Belgium got some home of great is the home of some great DJs. Not gonna lie. Oh my gosh. Nick Garcia. Netsky. Alright, let me just erase this and move this up, you know? Then after that we can just go like let's move day 2 up like this. Odd Kid out. I'm thinking of Odd One out, but let's just look at it anyway, because I could discover this artist before, like, and it's kind of like my scene, you know. Pennsylvania, Philly, Pennsylvania. Yes. I've heard of Ausla? Yeah, Ausla Records or something like that. He's like very good. I mean, they're a very good record label. I know Ghastly got signed to it. So I definitely gotta look more into that. Odd Kid out. Or so I'm thinking of Orzo, like Orzo pasta or something like that. But I'm gonna just take a look anyway, cause why not? Cause like I said, if I check them out, they're most likely they may be my next favorite thing, especially before they make it big and garner millions and millions. Peekaboo. Okay, I think I've heard of Peekaboo a bit. Yes, I do a little bit. When the lights go down. I remember that, what's that, Wrecking Ball EP, I definitely, I do recall Peekaboo now, but not enough to have a solid opinion. Rainer, I don't know how you say his name. I'm definitely gonna butcher it. Rainer Zonifeld was actually iconic. He is he's like pretty good. I mean, I'm trying to get into him though. Rohan, Say My Name. I remember he did it last year back to back with DJ 4B. He did Godfather of Hard Trap. Nice. I'm gonna have to look him up some more and listen to some more of his stuff. Say My Name. Say My Name. Let's see. I know Shipwreck. I didn't mention Slander earlier. Damn it. I think Shipwreck is signed to Jaws' record label. The Fall with the Chainsmokers. Okay, I do recall The Fall. Was that 2022? Let's see. Let me check this again. Shipwreck. Let's put Chainsmokers. I'm gonna put the word the. Wanna bet? Ah, yeah, 2022. Probably doesn't have its own Wikipedia page, the song, but I recall now. I never got a chance to listen to that new Chainsmokers project. I need to check it out. Dr. Apollo. I know someone who has Apollo in their name. He actually went to the same school as me, so I'm gonna check this guy out, Dr. Apollo. Dr. Apollo. Yes. Slander. Slander presents before dawn. I think it's before sunrise. But yes, some Slander. A majority, like the majority of their newest project. I think I forgot what it was called. Thrive. I think it was. Yes. A majority of the songs were pretty much just re-released or were pre-released at the time, but they're not bad at all though. Softest Heart. Yeah, I told you. I just hope she makes some newer stuff there and here and there. Sony Fedora. Sony Fedora. Yeah. Might have heard about him once or twice. Can't recall him. Soren, Space Motion, Sultan plus Shepherd. Ah, yes, the song Ready with Tritonal. Yes, makes you feel like you're in a completely different world when you hear it. Sultan plus Shepherd, criminally underrated, man. I really hope they they remixed the Bruno Mars song "Walk Out of Heaven." Interesting. Okay. Chami back with AC Slater. I'm trying to get into AC Slater. I don't know too much about him, unfortunately. Chami's not bad at all. He did a back-to-back with Oliver Heldens at the main stage for this year's Ultra in Miami, and I must say it wasn't bad at all. It wasn't the best, but it definitely wasn't bad. Trouble. Do I know who Trouble is? I know like there's a rapper by the name of Trouble. That's very good. Wax Motif, yes. I'm thinking of Will Sparks probably. I know I went over Wax Motif. Why did I get mixed up with Wax Motif and Kaiwachi though? I'll look some more into this stuff. Will Clark, unless if I'm thinking of Will Sparks. But either way, I will have to look more into this. Will Clark. Yeah, I'm gonna have to write that down. Will Clark. I don't know him enough yet. Yellow Claw, remember, yeah, that song, the In My Room with Ty Dolla $ign and Tyga, and somewhat other DJ. Let's see who it was. Dutch, nice. And they did a song with Sophia Reyes and ASAP. This is songs with ASAP Ferg, Sophia Reyes. I definitely gotta stop sleeping on them now. I don't know if they fell off or something or what. Let's see. Oh shit. One of the people left to become a father. You definitely gotta put your priorities first. Being a father is, you gotta be there for the child. Oh yes, it was DJ Mustard. You know, Muzza on the beat, dog. How can you forget the iconic DJ Mustard? Yokai, I think he performed like main stage at EDC Orlando or Day. So I gotta check them out though, of course. So let me. Oh, okay. Gotta check them out some more, you know? Yokai and Yado. Alrighty, Hinsky, Finland. I do recall about. I think he was from Finland. I have to check both of their stuff out. Yado. Yes. Alrighty, in Yokai. Alrighty, and gonna write a list. Hopefully I can try and like I know if I can try and stream it without having to get audio copyright striked or whatever. I don't know if Kick does it as of right now, but I'm pretty sure they're very strict on YouTube when it comes to that stuff. So I could try listening to their stuff, like write a bunch of artists that I hardly or have like little to very little or no idea about. So that seems like a good idea, you know. Theo, I'm thinking of D Stallion, like Megan Thee Stallion, but no. Theo was probably born in 1992, if that was the case. Alrighty, other than that, I think we are done with this video. So make sure you leave some nice comments, turn those notifications, share this to all your friends, and if you're not able to watch, the least you could do is share this with everyone you know. 407 out.